If homework time in your house feels more like a daily battle than a productive session, then you are in the right place. We're going to break down exactly how to create a study routine that brings calm, quiet, and predictability back to your evenings.
Does this sound familiar? That nightly negotiation, the pushback, the feeling that you're just fighting a losing battle to get assignments done, it is a huge source of friction for so many families. But the good news is, there really is a better way. And it all comes down to this one core idea. You see, real progress, it doesn't come from those marathon, high-pressure cram sessions right before a test. The secret is building a rhythm, a predictable flow, where small, consistent efforts lead to huge results over time, all without the drama.
So why does this work so well? Well, it all boils down to the simple power of predictability. We're going to look at just a little bit of the brain science here because it's what makes a consistent routine your absolute greatest ally in learning.
It turns out our brains are just wired for patterns. They love knowing what's coming next. So when a child knows what their evening looks like, their nervous system literally relaxes. That whole fight over if or when studying is going to happen, it just disappears because it becomes the next predictable thing we do. And this creates that perfect state of calm focus that is absolutely essential for real learning.
Now, before we build our routine, we have to get this crucial distinction straight. Homework and study are not the same thing. Homework is about completing the tasks the school assigned, ticking the boxes. Study, on the other hand, is about truly understanding and remembering concepts for the long haul. Our plan has to have separate, dedicated time for both.
So how do we actually build this rhythm? Well, it all starts with a simple weekly planner. And we're going to build it together in 6 essential steps. I want you to think of this planner not just as a schedule, but as a visual anchor for your family's week. And the process itself, it's designed to be calm, collaborative, and you know what? Maybe even a little fun. Let's get started.
So grab a planner or just a piece of paper and let's walk through this. First, we block out the big, non-negotiable things: school hours, any fixed commitments like sports practice, and a consistent bedtime, which is critical for learning. Then, we add the homework and the separate study blocks into the available time. And finally, here's the most important step. You schedule the rest and the reward. This shows that fun isn't just what's left over at the end. It's a planned, essential part of the week.
Okay, so what actually happens during that study time block? A fantastic tool for this is the Pomodoro Rhythm. It's super simple, 25 minutes of focused work, then a 5-minute break to stretch or grab a snack. If you do that cycle twice, you get a powerful 50-minute study session that doesn't feel overwhelming at all.
And this is so important. Don't try to go from 0 to 60 overnight. Start small. The goal here is to build a successful habit. When one focused hour feels easy and automatic, that's when you can think about adding more. You let success build on success.
Okay, so you've designed this beautiful planner. Now for the crucial part. How do you bring it to life in the real world and actually make it stick?
One of the most powerful strategies is to make the whole thing visual with colors. Why? Because when a child can physically see the green study block balanced by a big, bright yellow block of reward time, it completely reframes their thinking. Suddenly, studying no longer feels like the thing that steals their fun, it becomes the very thing that earns it.
And where you put this beautiful planner really matters. You want to make 2 copies. Put one right above their study area, so it's a clear guide for them, and put another one in a central spot, like on the fridge or a family notice board. This makes the plan a visible, gentle presence for the whole family.
And this part is an absolute game changer. You get to stop being the timekeeper. You get to stop nagging. The schedule itself becomes the guide. Every single time your child glances at it, their brain rehearses what's coming next. This dramatically reduces the need for you to give reminders, and it takes you right out of that conflict zone.
And let's just remember the ultimate goal here. This is not just about getting homework done tonight. It's about teaching a much bigger skill: ownership, not just obedience. You're building an independent learner who knows how to manage their own time and their own energy for life.
And you get there by making every single step a collaboration. You use questions just like these. When your child helps design the plan, when they choose the colors, decide on the timing, pick out the reward, they become personally invested in making it work.
So as we wrap up, I'll leave you with this one simple question to think about. Is your family's current routine predictable enough that your child knows without a doubt what happens next? If not, that's okay, because you now have a clear, step-by-step framework to build one. You can absolutely do this.